Hello, beautiful viewers. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to talk about what we're going to be expecting after Suraj learns the truth, as in the whole truth about Deepa being innocent for the false accusation he leveled on her. So, guys, stay tuned, watch to the end, and please don't forget to subscribe. Turn on your notification icon so that YouTube will notify you anytime I upload new videos like this. Alright, without wasting much time, let's go in and find out. Before this episode, there are going to be a lot of episode where a lot of drama is going to occur, and then Suraj is going to do a DNA test that Mishka will try to stop him, as in like try to change the result as she normally does, and then but finally is going to find out the truth. I uploaded a video like that where Suraj did the DNA test and he was able to get the real result. You can check. I'll leave the link at the description box where you can just go direct to that video. So now on this video, after Suraj learns the truth that he is the father of Rupa and Deepa, Rupa and Sona, and Deepa is telling him the truth all this while. Suraj will be so as in full of regret. Suraj will weep and cry like a baby because he will start remembering all the hurtful things he told Deepa, all the things he did to her will start haunting him. Suraj will start crying like a baby. And then, in the other hand, we all know how Deepa is not feeling fine and her health is going to deteriorate so much, so serious in this particular episode. So, and then Suraj will now try to run to Deepa, go to Deepa so that he will go and ask for forgiveness. But Deepa's health becomes so deteriorating that she begins to call for help. And thank God her daughters are there calling her to talk to them and try to, because that scene is going to be very, very emotional, guys. So while Suraj is on his way coming to meet Deepa, Deepa will try to stand on her feet and then she is going to collapse. Her girls will just be crying, asking her to wake up and talk to them or open her eyes. So the girls will be so much emotional. But fortunately, Levania and her husband are going to come to Deepa's house and they're going to find her in that serious condition. So all the girls and Levania, everybody was just crying and try to wake her up. Then, on the other hand, Suraj, who was coming, is going to meet a lot of traffic on the way. They're going to stop him and ask him for a driving license. So he will just come out of the car, try to beg the man, and then the man will still insist. So he'll just remove his wallet and give to the man and says that he can just check anything. Then he's going to leave there. He's going to run because he's going to just abandon his car just to get to Deepa and apologize to her. So you will just see him running to Deepa's house. And on the other hand, Levania and her husband going to rush Deepa to the hospital. Yes, they're going to rush her to the hospital while her family cry while she was taken to the hospital. So while Suraj is still running, Suraj will still be running on his way. He will fall and stand up and start dust himself and still coming. You understand? So and then finally he will reach, but unfortunately they have left. Labania and her husband and the daughters have already taken Deepa to the hospital. So Suraj is going to come and meet only Deepa's auntie. So he will try to ask where is Deepa, and all of that. So the auntie is going to give him full ears, Yeah, all right, because she already know what is going on between Suraj and Deepa. So and then she's going to tell him the condition of Deepa and all of that. Suraj will be shocked to hear all of that, and then he will even regret it even more. So what Suraj will now then rush back to the hospital. But before that, Mishka, who think that Suraj have not gotten the real result, will be in her house laughing and rejoicing that Suraj and Deepa will never come close, as in will never come together. So Deepa will be rushed to the hospital. Her daughters will be around her, Lebania, her husband, everybody will just be around her. Finally, Suraj is going to come to the hospital and they will take her for treatment. But before that, the girls were just crying and begging him to save their mother, that they don't want to lose their mother. Guys, it's going to be very, very emotional. As in the scene is going to be very, very emotional. Yes. So Deepa will be rushed to the hospital. and then she'll be treated. Deepa, the her health is going to deteriorate, that she's going to lose her life. Yes, Deepa is going to lose her life, and then Suraj will be there crying, try to call her back, try to ask her to never to give up, to come back to life, and all of that. And then, as usual, yes, you know all these Bollywood yes, series, how they normally do. Then Deepa is going to jack back to life because the doctors have all given up. Yes, the doctors have all given up, and all of that. So when she jacked back to life, the doctors will just be shocked and say, ah, this is a miracle. This can only be a miracle. So Deepa is going to come back to life, and then Suraj will be so happy. And then when she come back to life, Suraj is going to ask for forgiveness, to just be crying and holding Deepa, asking her, crying that he has done the DNA test and the result came out positive, that she is right, that Sona and Rupa are his blood, as in they are his biological daughters. So he would just be crying and crying. But all of that, Deepa did not even say anything. Deepa just look away. Because this is something I don't even understand about Suraj. Suraj is really, really, really a big fatu. Sorry for using that word. Yes, let me just use that word because YouTube will not allow me to use the word that I can use to describe Suraj. Yes, YouTube will not permit me to use such words. So that let me just use fatu because we understand what fatu really means. So he's a really big fatu, yes, because how could he even bring the DNA test results to Deepa and to even show it to her that yes, he has done it, and and the results have proved that Sona and Rupa are his daughter. Can you imagine? So Deepa will not even say a word to him, and then he will just be there saying all manner of things, and finally Deepa will just say, "It's late already." That he has find out late that she don't want to see him and all of that. So Suraj will be heartbroken and he will just leave the ward where she is, and then he just go out and meet Levania. He will just be crying on her shoulder and he will just pour her out his heart, how he regrets his action, how he never listened to her and Deepa and all of that. He will just be crying like a baby. So his parent will try to console him and try to talk to him, while in the other hand, the family, that is Urmi, her child, and Joy, they are all with the girls, trying to console them, to make them eat, to make them feel happy, not to think too much. Yes. So, and then during that, they're going to receive a call that says that Deepa is okay now and she's doing fine. So the girls will be so much happy. So Lebania will go in to see Deepa and try to talk to her on behalf of Suraj and try to convince her to come to the Sangupta's house. But unfortunately, Deepa refused and says that she's not coming to the Sangupta's house, and told Lebania that if she were in her shoes, would she do the same? Would she just follow her to the house of a man who did not even show respect, who questioned her character, who treated her, insulted her, and treated her so badly? Would she? Levania couldn't even say anything, and then she was hurt and then left the hospital. So Suraj, who was there, he cannot leave Deepa. He was just around her. So Lebania and her husband came back to the house. The girls were so happy. They ran out to look for their mom, but they discovered that Lebania and her husband returned home alone. So they were just like asking, where is Ma? Where is Ma? Lebania told them that Deepa will not return. That Deepa is not going to return because she said that when she's discharged, she's going to leave the city far, far away where only her can be staying. So the girls were so much hurt. Joy, Urmi, everybody was hurt and disheartened. So they decided to go and talk to their mom. Maybe she's going to change her decision. So Suraj, that was left alone in the hospital, would just be doing imagination. You know, this is their normal imagination because there's no way you watch an India series that you will not see one imagination or the other. So you just be imagining Deepa forgiving him and then caring for him and saying sweet sweet things to her. He will beg her and she'll forgive him. He will hug her and be holding hands with her and all of that. So then a nurse is going to call his attention that he's going to come back to his normal sense, and he will just be standing there alone. Guys, that scene is going to be very, very funny. So then after that, those girls are going to come to the hospital, meet Deepa, and try to beg her so that she can change her decision not to go away from them. So they were just crying and begging her. So the whole family also came there and tried to talk to Deepa. They begged her and talked to her. Joy, Urmi, everyone talked to her. And finally, Deepa changed her mind. Deepa changed her mind to go back only for the sake of her daughters and not for Suraj. And she's not going back there as Suraj's wife, but for her daughters. So everyone was happy. Lebania and her husband was happy. Joy, everyone, the girls were just happy with Deepa for changing her decision. So they just hugged Suraj and all of that. But Deepa, deep down, she's not happy because you can see her face. She's not really happy about the whole situation. So when they discharged Deepa, on her way out, Mishka came there and tried to stop Suraj, thinking she never knew that Suraj have already know the whole truth. So she was trying to manipulate him as she normally does. But Suraj shunned her and tell her that he's taking his wife, Deepa, seeing Suraj Samgupta ahead. So he just acknowledged Deepa as his wife. So Mishka was like shocked. What is going on here? You understand? So he just shunned her and go to Deepa. So he was trying to take Deepa, but Deepa refused and asked him to stay away from her. So Mishka, who was standing there, was still shocked to see the whole scene. So he now took Deepa and the girls and they left. So as soon as Deepa and Suraj arrived home, they were given a warm welcome by the family and Deepa. They all prayed and all of that, and then she went to their room. So when Suraj came in, he tried to talk to Deepa and beg her for what he did wrong to her, but Deepa still remained. She still stood by her words that she did not come to the house because of him, so he should please stay away from her. So she began to remind him of the hurtful things he said to her, that he did to her. She began to remind him and all of that. So she pleaded with him to stay away from her. So Suraj was hurt and then he left the room. So all his family knew and noticed how he was doing, and then they decided to console him and tell him that they're going to help him out to win back Deepa. So Lebania came to Deepa's room where she was just sitting quietly alone. She came there, console her, and talk to her that she should not forgive Suraj easily, as in like she should make him realize what he did to her, make him pass through that same pain that he makes her pass through. So, guys, the question here now is that will it be easy for Deepa to stay in the same house, on the same roof, and in the same room with Suraj without forgiving him? I think it's impossible. I don't know about your opinion. Please leave your opinion at the comment section. Let's know what you think about this whole scene and whole drama. Alright, see you on my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Bye bye.